Hello and welcome to the first Nordschleife Tourist video. Today, as you have seen by the title, if you bothered to read it, is the Nordschleife, the Lotus Exige 240R and I. Now, I love this car. This car it's my favourite road car if I had to pick one. I'm not a big road car fan. You know, I'm stuck with the race cars. I like them. I think they're way cooler in every single way. Who needs air conditioning and all that? But this car does. It's a track car really, and it feels like it. It looks like it, and I like it a lot. So, for those of you who may have not seen the intro video that came out with this, or skip through it or whatever, I'm going to do another quick rundown, just very, very briefly, of what's going on to kind of add to that and stuff, anything that might have been omitted. So I will be using the Nordschleife Tourist rather than the full Nordschleife. All it really cuts out is that big long straight, because where it cuts the timing down on the recording, and also that straight is ridiculously boring in any car because you just sat on the power going down the bumps, and it's kind of boring. Now, I have chosen a starting point as to be the chicane of little barriers they have. I'm going to back up to that and start from there in every single car from the same place, so to try and keep it as fair as possible. For each car, I'll do one practice lap off camera, and then I'll do one lap on camera. That's it. That's all I get. As far as settings go, every car will run at 1 o'clock with clear weather at 26 degrees Celsius with optimum track surface, 1 times time multiplier, and penalties off. The reason I have penalties off is because it saves the lap time even if I go off track or hit a wall or, you know, generally do something stupid. So that means we can still get a lap time in the parameters of, if I go off track, if I hit something, I have to come to a complete stop before rejoining the track, and then I can carry on. Which is why, if we move to the second part, I have damage off, because I want this to be not a demonstration of how fast the car can go on the track, of how quickly I can get up to speed with the car and get it round the track without, you know, crashing into everything. If the car brakes as soon as I crash, there's no point, because, you know, I can't get up to speed. Having said that, I have kept tyre temps and tyre wear on, because at least then if I do go off, there is an element of continuation of that, because, you know, tyres will get hotter, they'll wear more, you know, you'll have less grip, that kind of, for the next few corners, just to, you know, make sure that I can't just wall ride around the entire track to keep my lap time up. Apart from that, for the road cars, which is the important thing for this video, I will have tyre blankets off, so start with freezing cold tyres. I will have ABS and traction control off, and everything else as is. If it's a H pattern, I'll have a H pattern. If it's a sequential, I'll have a sequential, or a steptronic or whatever. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my practice lap now, and I will see you on the makeshift start line. So as I get myself ready to go, a little bit about the car. The Lotus Exige 240R was first made in 2005 and was pretty much at the time it's the best Lotus on the market. It was the jewel in their crown. It's a 1.8 litre 4-cylinder supercharged engine, which I think sounds amazing. I mean, listen to this. That's just cool. Produced about 240 brake horsepower, but the car only weighs 930 kilos. So it's pretty damn fast. And yeah, the time on the game, it says for 0 to 100 kph is exactly 4 seconds. We won't be hitting that now because with traction control off, I cannot launch this thing. In terms of the practice run, it went okay. Yeah, it wasn't great. I had quite a few offs, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, to set the benchmark, here we go. We're off. Timing line coming up under the bridge. And there we go, clock started. For the benchmark for the road series on the Nordschleife, my favourite car in the world. I'm so nervous into Tiergarten on the brakes with ABS off. This thing with the assists on is really nice to drive around here, but with the assists off it is a bit of an animal, particularly on the brakes. I'm being so gentle. With the Logitech pedal it has like a bit of a light bit and then the buffer hits in and it's heavy. I'm not even going into the buffer because of how quickly this thing locks up. But that was nice so far. Bit of brake in there because I don't want to risk it. Not going to change up. There we go, there's the lockup, giving us a massive twitch coming in, but I'm pretty used to that. I'm pretty good at the first part of this track, because I do it quite often. The restarts. But we don't have that luxury today. Left foot braking, there we go, massive lockup, but came off the brakes and it all was okay. Now, up the hill we go. I'm gonna lift before the jump, dabber brakes. I probably could have gone flat over it and braked a bit after, but I am not risking it. I want this benchmark to be clean, hopefully. I'm so nervous. The practice lap went that badly that it's taken all my confidence away, but here we go. Down towards the hairpin. This corner is a nightmare in any car in any situation. I'm going to brake, I'm not going to change down, back on the power. Massive kick of understeer as the car goes light over the top. Get it stopped. Not as much of a lockup as we had on the practice lap, which meant we actually found the apex this time. And down the hill. Very quick. This is where we had our first proper off on the practice lap, coming up into the fast left-hander into this section. So I'm going to brake extra early, not going to change up into 6th. Into 3rd. Got it stopped that time, that's good. Down to 2nd. I am heel and toe braking for this because it just settles the car and me. I know where everything is because I'm touching every control at the same time. I don't know why it helps me, sometimes it confuses people. Down 1 for this left-hander because I do not trust myself, or the car really, let's be honest. It is a bit of an animal, most Lotuses are, and that's part of the joy of them, I've heard. I can't wait to drive one in real life. I really hope I get the opportunity, but for now we'll stick with the Assetto Corsa because it's the best thing we've got. Probably could have done that corner in 3rd, but we're okay for now. Into this chicane. Lovely through there, early on the brakes. Missed the first one, get into the second one, missed the third one, and that's nice. Early on the brakes so we can solve the lockup. Down into 2nd. Get that apex, don't hit the curb. Okay, we rubbed that one a bit, but that's alright, we've got a bit more space through the right hander. It's the left hander, if you hit the curb you end up firing yourself out. This one's got a nice exit curb, not really, but you know, we use it anyway because I need all the space I can get through there. Now up the hill. Over to the right hand side because you want to stick to the left after this kink because there is a sharp right hander pretty soon after. I'll lock that up a little bit. But I'm going to have to stop saying that soon because I'm pretty much locking up into every braking zone. So now as we go up the hill, I'm going to shut up. nice sounding cars are so much better up that hill. Now into this horrible corner, this is where I had my second major off. So I braked extra early, changed down, and we're through cleaning. Not fast, but it's clean, and honestly in this series I think that's going to be the deciding factor. Early downshift, and my controller has turned off, so I have no sound now, which is always fun. Please come back on. Yes, it has. Right, okay, we managed that. That was slow and one-handed, but we're okay. Always check your equipment before going on track. I have not followed the rules that I missed in my first episode. That was nice through the carousel. We kept it into the last minute, didn't exit early, which I have a habit of doing. Really cost you a lot of time. Just kept it on the track there. Early on the brakes because I crashed there in practice, so I don't know actually how fast I can go through there because I stopped before it. That was a nice line through there. I'm pretty happy with that. Up to fourth, but straight back down to third because I don't like this section. I'm going to use all the curb if I can get there, which I can. Over to the inside, lovely flick. Probably should have been through fourth all the way through there, but we made it work in third. Now the truck closes up there, but we've got it spot on. Yep, lots of wheel work, but we managed to get it through. Don't crash at YouTube corner because you look like a right idiot. And we didn't. Or a bit of a lock-up, but we haven't had one in a while, so I'm going to allow myself that one. Over the crest and down the hill. Try not to hit any of these curves. Oh, I had to do a little bit of a lift there because we started running out wide. Early on the brakes because we fly. Through the double apex right-hander. Over the left. A little bit of a twitch as we got light over the bump, but we're okay. Oh, very sideways through there. Managed to hold it, unlike I did in the practice run. As you can tell, it was a very bad practice run. Onto the curbs. Braking early. Yeah, we didn't have a twitch this time. That's nice. I always twitch through there in any car, even front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, downforce, no downforce. I'm terrible at it. Didn't overrun that corner because it's a lot tighter than I think it is for some reason. Through the second carousel a bit early on the exit, but we're okay. Don't overcook it through this corner because we need just that little short shoot towards the finish line because the finish line is under the first bridge. I've gone wide but managed to make it stick. Looking to the clock on the left hand side. Is it going to be sub 8 minutes? It is! We'll have to wait and see what it is when I get back to the pit lane, but I think that was around 7 minutes and 52 seconds, which is not bad at all. I think that may trouble some of the more favourite cars for the title in road. I don't think it will get anywhere near the fastest for the racing cars, but still, nevertheless, I'm very pleased with that benchmark. That's very impressive. So, as my camera on the Xbox decides to turn off, we will take a look at the time and add it to some kind of leaderboard that I haven't worked out how I'm going to do yet, but it will come up in front of me. And the time is 7 minutes, 52 seconds, .128. For the Lotus Exige 240R, and that is the benchmark for the road. I'm really pleased with how that went. It was cautious, it was safe, but it was clean, and I've said it a lot, but I'll say it again, that is going to be the important factor in this series, because there are some cars I cannot keep on the track because they are just that powerful or that just animalistic. So that is it for our benchmark for the road. The benchmark for the racing should follow, hopefully, soon. So I will also do that for you guys, so you can check that out as soon as possible. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time.